Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. I'm Chingo, which literally means friend in Korean. It's not my real name, but it's one of my so-called nicknames. Think of me as your friend who's helping you stay up to date with K-dramas, C-dramas, J-dramas, as well as breaking news concerning actors, pop idols, new dramas, etc. Grab your snacks because today's tea is about to be hot, hot, hot. Love Featuring Marriage and Divorce is a Korean drama revolving around three families who cope with infidelity in their marriage. Today, I will be giving you guys some spoilers about the couples while also dishing some of my very own theories for season 2. I will go through each couple one at a time in order to make this as understanding as possible. The first couple is in their 30s. The wife is called Booryeong and she works as a radio DJ. Her husband is called Pan Sayon and he works as a judge. The two have been married for 3 years and were planning to not have children. We learned throughout the first season that Sayon, the husband, actually wants kids, but he hid his desires in order to please his wife. The two also began to have various issues throughout their marriage while not communicating as much as they did at first. After being told by Hae-ryung that he needed to lose weight, Sayoung ends up getting a membership at a gym, and that's where he meets Sungwon. The two are awkward with each other at first, but then they end up becoming friends, and then later on they begin an adulterous relationship. Sungwon eventually gets pregnant, and because of that, Sayoung wants to break up with his wife in order to be with Sungwon and their soon-to-be born child. I think that in season 2, we will see Sayeon's parents favoring Sungwon because she is pregnant. But I also think that they will hold some sort of resentment in their heart since she is older than their son. And Sayeon and his wife, Hae-ryung, have a 2-year age gap and she is actually older than him. And so because of that, his parents actually really hated that. So I think that there will be a chance that his parents will dislike his new wife given that she is 10 years older than him. But this just goes to prove the assumption that people sometimes have, that they think that people usually cheat with younger people, and honestly that's not usually accurate, and in this case it's really not accurate at all since he's cheating with someone who's way older than him. And anyways, Sayeon's parents automatically assumed that his girlfriend was gonna be younger than him, and yet in reality she's not. Since the beginning, I was honestly skeptical of this first couple, like of their relationship, because it just seemed very superficial. And especially the fact that he fell in love for playing the drum. He fell in love with her because he saw her playing the drum. Like, sure, that's really beautiful, but like in reality the two of them just didn't get along throughout their marriage, and their honeymoon phase was just so quick and they began to have feelings for other people. And I think although Booryeong, the wife, hasn't cheated, she also seems to have feelings for her coworker Sobun, and I think that in season 2 she will get into a relationship with his brother So Dong-mun, and this will make her husband jealous. And her husband seems to not want her, and yet I also think that he doesn't want anyone else to have her. So but yeah, I hope that in season 2 Hae-ryung and Sayeon will break up because they're just really toxic for each other, but we'll have to wait and see. The second couple is in their 40s. The wife is called Sapyeong and she works as a radio program producer. She maintains a work and personal life balance, and she always makes sure to take care of her daughter as well as her husband. And the husband is called Shin Yu-shin, and he works as a doctor in neuropsychiatry. And he is known to be very romantic. The two of them always seem to be on the same page and seem to care and cherish each other. And Sapyeong always makes sure to take care of herself so that she doesn't let herself go. Well, that's her reasoning anyways. And she also just wants to love herself and stay attractive to her husband. And although Yu-shin, the husband, seems to be good and a caring husband, he starts cheating emotionally and then physically. Like in season 1, it was very noticeable that Yu-shin and his stepmother had a very weird relationship, and by other people they could automatically like be easily mistaken for a couple. And something important to remember is that the stepmother, Dongmi, said to Yushin that she actually married his father so that she could be close to him. Like, that's so weird. Like, that in itself was very disturbing to hear. But another thing was seeing her let her husband die. Like, Dongmi really wanted the son. She wanted to be with Yushin, and she slowly poisoned the dad, her husband, by giving him bad food in order to kill him. But yeah, besides his weird relationship with his mother-in-law, Yushin gets into another relationship with a younger woman called Ami. The two of them start dating and are romantic with each other. Like, honestly, I hate how Yushin always seems to be the best husband in everyone's eyes, and even in his wife's eyes, and yet he is actually a cheater. Like, ugh. And honestly, you just blindsided everyone. In season 2, I think Sapyeon will finally learn about her husband's affair and how he really isn't all that good, you know? And I think how it's gonna happen is that she's gonna first notice the weird things when she meets Ami in real life, and then she's gonna get suspicious, especially about the jacket. And then afterwards, I think she will start adding things up while doing her own investigations on the side. Like, in the season 2 trailer, we saw Sapyeong, and Dongmi, the stepmother, being surprised when they saw someone come through the doorway, and I think that will actually be Ami. And I think that when Pyong learns about her affair, she's gonna be furious, and she might even want revenge. And later on, maybe, who knows, but she might even join hands with Dongmi in order to get that revenge. Yeah, and there was also another scene in one of the teasers where Sapyeong was almost about to kiss Soban, her coworker, and honestly, I don't know if that scene was real because y'all know how much the characters love fantasizing. But what I can for sure say is that if it is real, I think that there might be a rift between Sapyeong and Boeryong because of that. And although she will be mad, I think Sapyeong will actually have a hard time letting go of her husband Yushin. I think this might be true because their daughter Jia loves her parents, and to her they are perfect in every way. And if Jia were to learn that her dad was having an affair, she would be extremely devastated and unhappy. And this is why Sapyeong might decide to stay in the marriage. But in my opinion, I think that Jia is also a really very wise young girl, so she might learn the truth on her own and then convince her mother to leave her father, but we'll have to see. And lastly, I think the truth about Dongmi will be revealed, and that like the truth that she killed the dad and etc. and all her other secrets. And I also think that Sapyeong's mother will be on the verge of death, and this might lead to her and her daughter finally reconciling while also having an honest talk, because y'all, they really need to talk. The last couple is in their 50s. The wife is called Lee Shi-yeon, and she is the main writer of a radio program. Yes, the same program as the other two women. Shi-yeon came from a very wealthy family but was later disowned when she got married. And although she was used to a life of luxury, she endured many difficulties in order to take care of her husband and their children. And in the process, she stopped taking care of herself in order to save money. And the husband is called Park Hae-ryung, and he became a college professor due to the love and support given by his wife. The couple have two children, Park Hyung-ki and Park Woo-ram. And as the couple aged together, the husband, Hae-ryung, became less attracted to his wife because she never took care of herself, and because she also didn't want to be intimate at times. Well, that was his take on it anyways. And then Shi-yeon, on her side, didn't think anything of his lack of affection and continued to devote her time to work for her family. And I think that Shi-yeon just stopped loving herself as a woman and was no longer able to see herself past the role of wife and mother. While working at the college, Hae-ryung fell in love with Nam Ga-bin. At first, he was cheating emotionally, but it later became physical. And while continuing on with his adulterous relationship, Hae-ryung became more and more resentful towards his wife while also feeling sorry for her. And his excuses, like he had such poor excuses for his affair, and even went on to blame his past struggles as like the reason for him cheating, as well as his wife. Like that is so low. And I think actually that in season 2, Sion, the wife, will decide to leave her husband, and she will be strongly encouraged to do so by her children. When she leaves, she will start a self-rediscovery and self-love journey. She will also start taking care of herself more and love herself as well. And her husband might come to later regret his decision and will start thinking back to the time when how their relationship was at the start, but it's gonna be too late. After their divorce, I think that Sion will have custody of the children and will also live in the house with them. I think that she will also be the one to help Boeryong and Sapyeong deal with their hardships, and that will honestly be an interesting reversal, because we saw in season 1, Haeryong and Pyong were previously telling her to dress up more, be more feminine, and etc. And in this time, she's gonna be the one to help them stand up for themselves and also value themselves more as well. And I think that the daughter, Hyung-ki, will lose faith in relationships and also in herself because of her father's affair, but her mother will help her back up, and her brother will also be there for her as well. Side note, but I find that whenever infidelity happens in a family that has children, the children usually end up feeling the need to grow up faster. And so I think that Sion will be there to remind her children to enjoy their youth and make the most of it. And she will also teach them to remember not to settle in life. Okay, this was a bit longer than expected, but I just really wanted to share my theories with you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the comments if you have any theories of your own. And I have some other theories as well for some of the characters. I will be posting that video shortly. And the first episode of season 2 will air on June 12th, so this Saturday on Netflix. I will also be giving spoilers and recaps when the new season comes out, so stay tuned. If you like this video and want to see more from me, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. Take care, may God bless y'all, and until next time, bye!